Hey loves, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Tia Simone, and today we are going to be doing a one brand tutorial of nothing but Milani. And everything today is 15 and under, which is even better. But Milani is one of those drugstore brands that I feel like is a luxury drugstore brand. Even though everything that I'm using by Milani today is 15 and under, they still have a lot of products that are over 20. So I love Milani. I've been using Milani for years. So I decided to compile all the things that I have by Milani. And then I do have a few new products. And we're just going to do a full face of Milani. So let's get started. Up close and personal. So I hope everyone had an amazing New Year's. It's 2024. I don't even know where 2023 went, because it went so darn fast. But get ready, because I have a lot of content coming you guys' way. We're going to have a lot of fun. Make sure you grab your palettes or whatever. I just want you to relax and enjoy, because this is going to be fun. So I want to show y'all. I have a lot of palettes by Milani, okay? So I really don't know which one I'm using today, but I have an idea. So Milani, they have really great shadows, to be honest with you. And they used to have these, okay? Yeah, they're messy. I've had these like forever, okay? So this is the Bold Obsessions, okay? This is the Soft and Sultry, okay? And this is the Must Love Mattes. Yes, it's a mess. I probably should have cleaned it off, but I've had these forever. I've had these for years. Now, they no longer make them like this. Now they make them like this. Okay, so this is their gilded collection, or is it ungilded? Yes, this is their gilded collection of palettes. And this is the Gilded Tiara palettes, okay? And I think this is the one that I'm going to use today. It does come with a mirror. Super cute, but these are the shades, and I really, really love these shades. So I think I'm going to use this one. And then this is the Gilded Nude palette, okay? As you can see, I have a lot of stuff by Milani. And it looks the same, but it comes with a mirror as well. But these are the colors, okay? And then this is the Luster Light. And I love the packaging on these. I love the fact that it comes with a mirror. However, I will say that these palettes, when they first made these palettes, when they first started making these palettes, these look like a higher end palette, right? Comes with a mirror, of course. Now this looks like a Stila palette or like a Too Faced palette. Like, these palettes are absolutely gorgeous. But today, because I'm wearing green, I think I'm going to dip into this one. And this one is gorgeous. And this is the Milani Gilded Tiara palette. So I'm going to use this one today because this green right here is calling my name. They're just beautiful. All of their palettes are beautiful. They're very, very, to me, a luxury drugstore brand. When it comes to their newer palettes like this, I haven't used them. They've literally just been sitting there. I'm going to go into this shade first because I always start with my eyes. To each its own. Personally, I start with my eyes because I don't like fallout. And when I get fallout, no matter how much translucent powder you set, so you won't get fallout, to me, it always gets on my face, and I'm good on that. So I'm going to take this lighter shade, and there is quite a bit of fallout in these palettes. Okay, so I'm going to take that white shade. Actually, what am I doing? I got to prime my eyes. Well, I'm just going to use this, but their eyeshadow primer is actually really good. So I actually found their eyeshadow primer, but it's old and I had to throw it away. So this is by Too Faced. This is the Shadow Insurance, and I love this because look how big it is. So far, so good. I just got it the other day, and very similar to the Urban Decay. I feel like that's what all these brands do. They literally just, well, I almost poked myself in the eye. They literally just go and do the same thing as Urban Decay, but obviously Urban Decay started it first. I'm going to take this brush, and as far as brushes, Milani did have like a set of brushes, and I used to have them, but I don't know where they're at. Like, I would have to look through all my brushes, and that would be really, that would take me forever. Okay, now I can go into this lighter color right here, and I am just going to tap off the excess, and I'm going to set my lids. I'm going to start off with this really pretty color right here, which I feel like is like the perfect transition, and this is in the shade Slow Burn right here. And I'm going to take, obviously, a tinier brush, and this is the Morphe 513, and I am going to, oh, see, look at that pigment. You see that pigment? It's crazy. I'm going to go ahead and apply this directly into my crease and nowhere else. These shadows are very, very smooth. Like, they have great eyeshadows. Like, I don't understand why people don't talk about Milani enough, in my opinion. The only thing that I will say about these shadows, well, in the eyeshadow in general, like, the reason why I think people don't talk about Milani and their eyeshadow palettes enough is because, I keep dropping everything, is because I think that when you pass by Milani, you really can't notice these eyeshadow palettes because they look like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't look at them. Even on the back, like, you can't look and see the shades on the back. So I think that that is part of the problem. I really do think that if they advertised their palettes better, people would talk about them more. But because, like, when you pass by there, they're really just, you know, nobody knows what this is. Like, they just see the packaging, and, you know, it just doesn't spark enough attention, in my opinion. So I definitely think that they should try a different display so people can actually see their shadows, because, like, this palette is gorgeous. Like, it's a beautiful palette. So I don't know. So I'm just gonna build this shade up a little bit more and see how these shadows layer on top of each other. I want to do a lot of these one brand tutorials to get people, including myself, to play with makeup more. So now I'm gonna go into this shade right here. Yeah, I'm gonna go in this shade right here, and this is called Road to Nowhere, and I'm still gonna use the same brush, and I'm just going to build that and go directly into my crease with this. That's a pretty color too. I like the warm tones in here, which I haven't been doing warm tones lately. I've been doing a lot of neutral, like, cool tones. So that is so pretty. So now what I'm going to do is, before I go into that brown, I'm going to take this color right here, which I am, is that Belief? This is Belief. This is the shade Belief. See this green color right here? And I want to use this color, like, really bad. So I'm going to take, ooh, that's pretty. Look at that. I'm going to take that, and I'm going to put that directly on the outer V, and I'm just going to keep it really low. This green, it's nice and it's showing, but the more I blend it, the more it's disappearing. So this green is really not building up. See how I'm blending it and it's disappearing? See that? So this definitely, if I use this green by itself and didn't use any other shade, it would be fine. But because I'm layering this green on top of the shades that I just previously used, it's not showing up that much. So I'm going to go into this brown. It's a pretty green, but it's definitely not showing up that well. So I'm going to go into this brown right here. I'm going to go into this shade that's called Branch Out, and I am going to take that shade And I'm going to put that right on top of the green. And that's a pretty brown. It's like a very, very warm tone brown. So these two greens right here are the greens that I'm about to use right now. I don't know if I'm going to need a setting spray or not. We'll see. So I'm going to go in with like a moss first, right here. And I'm going to apply this without, ooh, that's pretty. Without any, I'm just taking my flat shader brush and I'm just going to apply this without, okay, any setting spray. And it's pretty, but it's definitely not vibrant enough for me. So I'm going to get some setting spray, and I'm going to use the best setting spray at the drugstore. Okay, this is the Milani Make It Last setting spray. This is the 16-hour wear setting spray. This is amazing. I can't brag about the setting spray enough. Like, it literally makes your makeup last all day. One thing I will tell you is that this setting spray is not matte, and it's not a luminous or radiant setting spray. It's not a hydrating setting spray. It's just a regular setting spray. They do have a hydrating setting spray that I like better than this, but I ran out, so this is what we're going to be using today. But I love this setting spray though. I usually use this setting spray more in the summer. So I'm going to spray my brush, and oh yeah, that's way better. Just spraying your brush is just the way to go. It's way better because it literally, there is an ingredient in all setting sprays that's called glycerin, and it's just that type of ingredient that makes shimmers pop. That is so pretty. This is more of a lighter shimmer and it's called Sage Advance right here, and I want to put that right on top. And it's a little bit, oh, it's lighter, it's pretty. Okay, I'm gonna wet my brush, but look at that. That is so pretty. Gorgeous. Definitely got a lot of fallout here, if you can see. And I'm really digging into these shimmers. Unfortunately, the shimmers are not, in my opinion, as good as the mattes, but it's nothing that a setting spray can't fix. That is so pretty. I really like it, but look at all this fallout, y'all. And as you can see, this is a very, very crumbly shade. Like, that's really, really crumbly. Excessive fallout with the shimmers. I don't mind a little bit of fallout, but when it becomes excessive, I'm not gonna lie and say that it doesn't get on my nerves. So this is like really bothering me. I gotta wipe this off. I'm gonna take a Neutrogena wipe and wipe this fallout because whew, this is a lot. Too much. Because I'm going to dip back into that brown right here, and I'm just going to put this right here on the outer V. Okay, so we are going to just leave this like this, but I'm really happy with this look. So I'm going to go off camera, pop on some lashes, and then I will be right back and we will move on to the face. Okay, lashes are on, and I just used my Kiss Lash Couture Matte Black, the Faux Mink collection. They look just like this in this packaging, and I love these lashes, by the way. So we're gonna move on to the face. I do have some thoughts on the palettes, but I'll get into that later when I'm done with everything else. So I'm going to use this foundation. First, I'm going to use this. This is the Milani Glow, the Milani Glow Drops. This is what it looks like. And I have used this before, and it's really nice. It just gives you a really pretty glow and kind of like a primer, but I did use my e.l.f. Liquid Poreless Putty Primer, but it does just give you a little bit of a glow. And I feel like this is perfect for the summer, these glow drops, but it does, like, as you can see, it does give you like a really beautiful glow from within. So Milani does have a really popular foundation, which is the Milani Conceal and Perfect foundation. Not my favorite. It's a foundation and concealer in one. I've used it in the past. Unless they change the formula, I'm not a big fan of it. It's very cakey on my skin. But I do really like this. This is definitely not full coverage, but this is the Screen Queen Natural Finish foundation, and I'm in the shade 310, which is Golden Sand, and this is what it looks like. And it has SPF in it, SPF 30, which is really good. And I do like this. This is definitely very natural. I'm going to give it a little shake because it's been a while since I've used it. And it's not coming out in the pump for some reason, so I'm just going to put it on my face with this. It's okay. Like I said, it's not, I don't know, it's definitely a very light foundation. Like, there's coverage to it. And the Milani, I will try that again. The Milani Conceal and Perfect foundation, I will try it again to see how I like it, because they could have changed the formula since the last time I tried it. I just did not like that foundation. It just didn't work for me. It was very cakey. See, get a little bit of coverage, but not a lot. It does give you that medium coverage, but if you tried to build it up, it's definitely not full coverage. But I do like it, and I like the fact that it has SPF in it too. I don't have a cream bronzer by Milani, but they do have a cream bronzer, and I definitely will be trying it. I am going to use this though. I do have a cream blush. This is the Milani Cheek Kiss Cream Blush, and this is in the shade Coral Kiss. And it's a really pretty color. It's like definitely a coral color. It's like a peachy / pink color. And I'm going to take this brush. Oh my god, this brush is so old. This is by Kat Von D. This is her stippling brush. This is when KVD Beauty was Kat Von D. So I'm going to just put some, and it's super pigmented too. I use this a lot, as you can see. Look at that. It's really pretty. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the concealer. So I really do like this concealer. Oh, I forgot I had this. I'm going to go into this first. This is the Milani Under Eye Brightener Conceal and Perfect, and this is the shade. This is the shade 2. And I'm going to put this under my eyes first. And this is a little applicator. I like these little applicators. I don't know why people don't like this, but I like them. And I'm just going to put that right under my eye. I'm going to blend it out. And you could probably just use this by itself, to be honest with you. Like, you don't even, it does give you a little bit of coverage. And it does do a good job at brightening up under your eye. So now I'm going to go in with the Milani Conceal and Perfect Long Wear Concealer. And this is what it looks like. Mine is kind of messy. And I do like this concealer. I haven't used this concealer in a long time, to be honest with you. So it's going to be like, kind of like a first impression. Because it's been a while since I've used this. Like, seriously, look at that coverage. This is definitely a full coverage concealer. I don't have a setting powder by Milani, unfortunately. This is the Maybelline Lasting Fix Banana Powder. And I want to use this because it's affordable. Don't mind my hands. I have makeup all over the place. I'm one of those messy makeup people. Like, I'm very messy with makeup. First, what I'm going to do is I'm going to blend up under my eyes one more time. But look at how full coverage this concealer is. However, I'm already seeing some creasing under here. Which reminds me of why I really never used this. I'm seeing some creasing. Just make sure you set up under your eyes. Make sure you blend it one more time before you set. Okay, so I'm going to take my little powder puff thing here. I'm just going to this is nice. And I will do more of an updated one brand tutorial on Milani one day. That's actually really nice. It's very smoothing too. I like it. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with a bronzer. So this is one of my favorites all-time bronzers. I'll never forget when Milani came out with this bronzer. Everyone loved it. This is the Milani. Why do I keep saying Milani? Everything's Milani. If it's not Milani, I will tell y'all, okay? So this is their Silky Matte Bronzer. And I am in the shade number 3. And this bronzer is exactly what it claims to be. It's very, very silky, and it just looks really flawless on the skin. So I'm going to pick this up, and this is actually my second one in this. This is a newer one, and it's just really, really pretty. And I like the way that what I love the most about this bronzer is it's not too warm tone and it's not too cool tone. I feel like it's the perfect mix of it both. I'm going to go back into this Maybelline setting powder, and I am just going to do the nose here. I actually really like this powder. This is nice. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this sit and bake for about, I usually let it sit only on my nose for about 5 minutes, and then I will be right back, but it's only going to be a second for y'all, so I will be right back. And we're back. So I just wiped off the bake and I put some mascara on my bottom lashes. I do not have any mascara by Milani. And then I smoked out the bottom lash line, and I just used the same shade that I used as my transition, which is Road to Nowhere right here. And I'm actually going to do that because I like a smoky bottom lash line. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the Milani Make It Last setting spray, and I am going to spray my face to sink the powders into my face. I love this setting spray. I even like the way it sprays too. I love it. Okay, so we are pretty much close to the finish line, like very, very close. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to take some blush. We have the Milani Eye, Cheek, and Blush palette that has setting powder on it, but that's okay. So this is Milani Eye, Cheek, and Blush palette, and then you have the 2 blushes right here. One is a very luminous blush, and then you have a matte blush down here, and then we have a classic. Love this blush. I think everyone in the world has talked about this blush. This is the Milani Luminoso blush, and if you look at how beautiful this blush is, like, it looks, first of all, the packaging is luxurious. Looks like a high-end, and it even comes with a little brush in here, just like that. I don't think I'll be using that. If anything, I would use this to like contour my nose or something. Like, I'm not going to use that for blush, but okay. And I have purchased so many of these. This is such a beautiful blush, and I can't resist using this one. I'm going to have to use this one. Okay, so I'm going to take my brush, and I got this from Amazon, and I am going to apply this directly on my cheeks. Like, look at how beautiful that is. Like, I can't. I seriously can't. This is so pretty. So the last but not least, we are going to go into some highlighter, because I do highlight my nose, and I have a few choices in highlighter too. Oh, we got to do lipstick too. So Milani, one thing that I can say about Milani is they get blushes. They're top notch with their blushes, and especially their highlighters. So this is the Milani Day Glow highlighter, and this is in the shade number 2. This is like the prettiest golden shade. Like, it is gorgeous, y'all. Like, it is so beautiful. And then, and this is obviously a very, very popular highlighter, or used to be. And then we have the Milani Stellar Lights palette, okay? And comes with 3 beautiful shades. However, they also have another option too. Like, they have a lot of highlighters. So this is their baked highlighter, and this is in Champagne d'Oro, okay? And this is what it looks like. And these highlighters are gorgeous too. Like, they're just, it's gorgeous. Like, their highlighters are so, like, high end to me. I'm gonna go into this middle shade right here. I'm just gonna, like, look at how gorgeous. Like, this is so gorgeous. And it's like the perfect gold too. I feel like Milani gives you a lot of options when it comes to highlighters, when it comes to everything, to be honest with you. Now I'm going to highlight the brow bone too. Gotta do that. So I'm going to dip into the white shade, this one right here, and I'm going to highlight the inner corner. Oh, that's so pretty. So Milani has great lipsticks too. I remember I used to always wear their liquid lip, and their liquid lipstick is very similar to ColourPop's liquid lipsticks. I truly feel like they're made by the same factory, except for ColourPop's is obviously a little bit more than Milani. But Milani's, what do you call these lipsticks? This is in the shade Desire 140, and this is what they look like, and this is just their lipsticks, and they are very long lasting, super creamy, and highly, highly pigmented, and they have it in all different shades. And I feel like Milani does it best with nudes. They do such a great job with nudes, and these are amazing lipsticks. Don't have a lip liner by Milani, but I'm going to take my ColourPop lip liner in the shade BFF3. And this is affordable too. This is only like $6 or $7 at Ulta. Okay, and now I'm going to take this lipstick. That is so pretty. I feel like it's the perfect color with this look too. But I'm going to add a little bit of a nude, and I cannot find my nude in Milani, so I'm just using my Juvia's Place. I'm just going to put that right in the middle. And then, another thing, I don't know why I keep dropping stuff. So, another thing by Milani is they do really great lip glosses and lip balms and things like that. And this is the Milani Highly Rated Diamond Lip Gloss. And this stuff is so shiny. I love it. And I'll show y'all right now. Like, look at how pretty that is. And it's very comfortable on the lips. So we're just going to give one last spray with the Make It Last. And that's it. I think this was a very, very successful one brand tutorial. What do y'all think? Let me know down in the comments below what brand you would like to see all of their products, the full face of their products. But this was fun. I really enjoyed doing this, and I 100% recommend everything, even the palettes. I definitely recommend the palettes. They're under 15 bucks, and you can create a beautiful look with them. I'm just recommending to be careful when you play with the shimmers, because they are very, very messy. So that's it. I love y'all. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I enjoyed filming this for you. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment. That's important. Make sure you share this with a friend, family, whoever. Once again, I hope y'all had an amazing New Year's. I hope you're looking forward to 2024. We're gonna have a great year. Manifesting love, happiness, great health, prosperity, all of that good stuff. So I will see y'all on the next one, and thank you so much for being here. And that's all I got. I'll see y'all later. Deuces.